Hello, good evening, and welcome to Thingamajig's Racing Channel. It's coming from the side. It's coming from above. Can you feel the spirit of racing, ladies and gentlemen? Let it flow through you. Let those engine sounds fill your soul. I am here to preach the word, ladies and gentlemen. I am here to preach to you all the pure racing thrill that you can feel if you embrace this, if you take this on board. Call me Reverend Thingamajig, because I am here to teach the gospels, ladies and gentlemen, of pure, unadulterated pro sim racing. And you should feel thrilled at the chapel, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we're back with the world racing community for a brand new series. They are this, I don't know if it's any big announcement. This is their planned last season with the mighty GT7, ladies and gentlemen. They are going to move on to Project Motor Racing. I said it properly. I didn't groan about it. My last stream, if anyone caught it, I was a little excited. I got a little bit agitated, but I'm over it now. C'est la vie, c'est la va. What the hell? If the game's not finished on release, it's your money to spend how you wish. Who am I to judge? So, fine. I'm over it. We're past it. We're not gonna hark on about that. And anyway, I was more mad about how the YouTubers, but were trying to sell the game. They were trying to say it wasn't bad, but you could see it was. But we're not going down that road. All I am saying is it was not a review. They were not reviewing the game. I realise that now. It was a look. They weren't allowed to say their opinion about the game. It was just a preview. So I don't blame these YouTubers. It's not their fault. All of these guys that played the game and didn't say what we could see on screen, it's not their fault. Not their fault at all. They were not to review the game. I realise that now. They weren't there for review. It was a first look. We could use our own eyeballs in our heads to see exactly what was going on there. And if you think your eyeballs said to you that was brilliant, then good on you. The problem is with me, ladies, no. We are here with the world racing community. I'm not going down there. I am so still pumped, honestly, about it. But all I can say now, ladies and gentlemen, I am converted. Yes, I have said things about GT7 in the past, but I am converted. I am new. I am born again. I feel a calmness about me. I find that GT7 has been one of the revelations to come to the PlayStation console. It has been a dynamic and beautiful racing game all along. We just didn't want to admit it. And it took the likes of Rensport and Project Motor Racing to open my eyes. And they are open now, Mr. Senna. I see clearly. Right, we are doing a series. It's a Le Mans series, but it's a World Le Mans series, ladies and gentlemen. I have rules. I have rules for you guys out there. The rule book is, look, they've already started. I am so slow. This is season 10 of the World Le Mans series, a multi-class championship inspired by real world Le Mans qualification. We don't race at Le Mans ourselves, but the standards and pressures of that environment are what this season is built around. Two classes are on the track. The LMP2 class runs a spec Toyota TS030 hybrid, with the GT class using a Group 3. I didn't want to I'll go out of camera now because we. Oh, why can't I get out of camera? Oh, because he's in the pit lane. That's why. It was a bad time to try and go for an exterior view. So they're using two classes. It's the TS030 Hybrid Toyota, and the GT class uses the Group 3 cars. But whatever you pick is locked in for the season. Now, let me get out exterior here, because we're now seeing the LMP, whatever they're called, the fast ones, LMP2s going out for their 10-minute qualifying. These guys are going to qualify for 10 minutes. I will get to it. It's down here, I think. So yeah, balance of performances, active brake bias changes are allowed. Tyres run at ×3, where LMP2s can only use the medium tyres during the race. GT has mediums and hards. Inters and wets are available to all if weather arrives. Fuel is also at ×3, and refueling is set to 7 litres per second, so pit stops could swing the race either way. Qualifying is split by class with 2 timed sessions, roughly 10 minutes each. So yeah, we're going to have 10 minutes of qualifying with the Lump 2s, and then we'll have 10 minutes with the GT3 cars. So 2 lots of qualifying, you lucky devils. In the chat, we've got Duff saying evening thingy. Hello, Duff. I know he needs no converting. He is of the Church of Racing already. OJH also saying hello, peoples. Well, hello, OJ. I've always struggled with your username. I have a plan for you, sir. I have a plan. You just wait. Right then, so we're going to have 2 qualifying sessions. Then we're going to have a race length is 90 minutes, but it stretches to 2 hours for Triple Crown events. And ladies and gentlemen, you lucky little duckies, round 1 is a Triple Crown event. Yes, we're going 2 hours, ladies and gents, at the Daytona. Do you have the stamina? Can you take the pace? Can you handle this heat? Is what I'm asking. Praise the racing spirits. Kneel down before the Sennas, the Mansells. Sorry, I'm letting the cat in. He wants to kneel at the Church of Racing, at the altar of speed. So this race, sorry. So yeah, it's a 2-hour event, rolling start every round. This is about endurance, commitment, and discipline. They're not racing Le Mans, they're proving they could. Le Mans is in the game, they do know that, don't they? I'll send them a message afterwards saying, you know, the Le Mans track is in there. They could do 10 rounds of Le Mans, couldn't it? What a series would that be? Every car, everyone has to drive the same car, like a single series, but at Le Mans for 10 rounds. I like that. And ladies and gentlemen, as I went off on my tirade, I got distracted, I will admit, at the beginning. But these guys, they have decided, they have made an official decision to take this as their last season with GT7. They are going to move over to what's it called? Project Motor Racing. It's such a memorable name. Yeah, Project Motor Racing. So they are making the huge decision. They are going to jump on board. It's an 8-week season anyway, so they've got 8 weeks for those developers to fix it. They're going to grab your money first before they fix it, but yes, they're going to take your money. Of course they are. AAA game money. Not half price because the game doesn't work. AAA game. Said it was going to have PSVR 2. Guess what? No news on that. That's out the window. Oh, we'll get to that when we have the time. Thanks a lot. So Deviant, he's on pole at the moment. He's half a second ahead of the Thunder. Now, Thunder was in GT2 class last season, but he was a Championo. The Champi-Bono, ladies and gentlemen. He has Big D vibes now. He is walking around the Discord swinging, hanging low. The boy has found his swagger, and now he's mixing it with the aliens, and he's at the moment holding fast, second place. Come on, be upstanding. Our boy has come good. We knew there was a racer in Thunder. It was just about self-belief, and now, ladies and gentlemen, we are feeling that self-belief right here. Tommy Roux is he's just put it up and into second place. The fuel is coming down, so the lap time should drop. We're halfway through the session at the moment, and we've got Deviant on pole with Tommy Roux, the Rooster, in second place. We've got Thunder currently in third spot with Bob, Forge Flames, AT Racing, whatever moniker he goes by now. He's just gone second fastest. Thanks for that, while I was in the middle of talking about you in another position. Good stuff. So yeah, Bob has just banged it in there, ladies and gentlemen, in second place. But Deviant still the man aloft, the man on top. Rooster in third, with Thunder now in fourth, but only a tenth. He only has to find a tenth of a second to find himself back up and into that third spot. And then we've got the Beaks, who also, ladies and gentlemen, found himself a little bit promoted. He got himself a big old case of the promotions, didn't he? And now he is running with the Big D Energy also. We've got MJ in the chat. He's probably going to say, calm your boots. World Racing J in the chat saying, I love how it's been a year and we still cannot decide a name for definitely not Bob. He has many names. That is the beauty of our boy, AT Racing, Forge Flames, Bob. I'm saying all of them. That's it. When we talk about it, you better not get into some risky stuff. Oh my God! Oh no, that's Beaks. I'm not even on the Bob at the moment. Beaksy having a moment, so this isn't a lap he wants us to watch. We'll look at Racing Forge Flames Bob. Going around, still lacking a tenth. Still lacking a tenth, ladies and gentlemen. If he's not careful, the Rooster might find a little bit, like he already is. Oh, hum-dum. Someone's found a tenth. He needs two, though. But he's halfway there, ladies and gentlemen, so you've got to give him that. And there's still some track to go. There's still some track to go. That rolled off the tongue quite nice. Bob Norris. Very good. So the Rooster, through the chicane like a boss. Oof. I don't think you get a penalty for that. Well, yeah, I think that's allowed. It looked like a cut, but I think you can do that. Oh, no, it was a cut. Well, he got a little over-eager. And who can blame him? He's trying to chase a time that's only 3/10 away. It's tight. Taut. Deviant. Unbelievable work from the man himself. Out there, still aloft at the top. And looking like this season could be his. He has found an extra energy within him. And now Equal Machinery puts him at the top, ladies and gentlemen. And it's down to Racing Forge Flames Bob to try and claim that back. And Tommy Roux, who also is a contender for a championship here. And the unknowns, obviously, are Thunder and the Beaks. But I don't count them out either, ladies and gentlemen. A 5-car season, and I think any one of those 5 could be the champione. And boom, 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 go shake your room. Say shake your room, because it's gone boom. Racing Forge Flames Bob has just gone the fastest of all of them. What a guy, hey? What an absolute leg end, ladies and gentlemen. Deviant, I am going to kill you, cat. I am going to fill you with stuffing. I am going to fill you with pillow stuff and taxiderm you myself. You are driving me mad with that door. In or out? Just leave me out of it. Go. Go. Honestly, 3rd or 4th time it's wanted to go out in the conservatory. The conservatory door's not open, so they can't go any further than just out there. It's chuffing freezing. I don't know what she's getting out of this. But she keeps wanting to go out there. Crazy stuff. Bob at the top, as we were saying. Deviant chasing him down. We're on the final lap, ladies and gentlemen. We've hit the 10-minute mark. This is it. Rooster's not doing anything. Thunder, he's coming up towards the line. No, Beaks coming up towards the line, and there was no go there, Sir Joe. So it's down to Deviant. Can Deviant take this away from the Bob? Where is the Deviant? Oh, he's got a good fair amount of lap left. Bob is coming up to the line now. Is he going to push it? Just nudge it out of distance. No, he wasn't playing. So down to Deviant then. Is he on a run, ladies and gentlemen? Has he already got overexcited? We'll only find out when he goes across the next sector. We missed the other one. So Deviant at the moment only needs to find 1.5 tenths as he makes his way around, and it's tight. Oof. Ooh, have your finger off that bad boy. He goes through the chicane. A lot of time can be found here if he gets it right. And through the last corner. Ladies and gentlemen, cool your boots, calm yourselves. He has got a whisker of a chance of pole here, ladies and gentlemen. He is the final man to cross the line, and can he do it with the style and the panache of a future champion? He does. Boom! Ladies and gentlemen, sit down, calm down. We've got another qualifying to go just yet. She's at the door again, so I'll close the curtains because I'm not dealing with it anymore. So Deviant out qualifies the Bob, but all that does is infuriates. It adds flames to the forge. He is going to be going into the race with all pipes blazing. Hoof. Tommy Roo grabs himself 3rd spot with the Thunder in 4th. And Beaks just behind in 5th. Exciting stuff. Exciting. Tight on times. These guys could possibly be giving us a good race here. It's the last time, Cat. Absolute last time. We're not having that. You are not the boss of me, Suki. I am the boss of you, okay? She's acting freaky deaky, you know. Something's rattled her. I don't know. Maybe we've started getting a ghost. Maybe she can feel the spirit of racing, ladies and gentlemen. It has come from the sides. It has come from above. And Suki is feeling it. She has... What is it? Oh, quivers. What quakes? You know, she's got it. Anyway. Hoo-wee. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, we've got another qualifying to do. Are you ready? Are you prepared? Can you take this heat? Alex Cole in the chat saying Bob needs to retire. Bottle merchant. Hashtag bottle merchant. So the Cull is watching. He sees all. In his absence, ladies and gentlemen, he sees all. He sees how things shape out. So here we go then. We've got the GT3 class now lining up and ready to go. We've got the Sports in his favourite, the Lexus. We've got Reckless going old school with a Ford GT LM race car Spec 2. And OJH, which is always, I don't know why, a struggle for me. And then I started shortening it to OJ, which I thought, that's kind of tough because... It gives bad vibes. OJ is a bad vibe name. So we're going to go with, he's the juice, ladies and gentlemen. We're going with the juice. The juice is in the hurricane, okay? Like a hurricane. Bit of Neil Young there. I couldn't remember the song though. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, the juice is in the hurricane. Reckless. Ooh, JC showing it up with the MX. No, in the M6, sorry. No, he's out. He's gone. He got shy. We shouldn't have said anything. Should have kept our mouth shut. Vodka Rob in the chat saying, good evening, sir. How the devil are you? I am pumped, sir. I realised yesterday I was a moany mini, and no one likes a negative nanny. No, they do not. Who wants to listen to that? So I am praising the spirit of racing, ladies and gentlemen. I am the preacher, Vodka Rob. I have become preacher thingamajig, Reverend thingamajig, if you can or will. And I am here to spread the word. And the word is tyre on tarmac. Yes. Vodka Rob in the chat saying, meat and potato pie, chips, peas and gravy with a battered sausage on the side on the way. You, sir, are a disciple of a fine dining. Ooh, are they qualifying? Am I missing it? Shoot. Sorry, gang. I'm getting carried away with myself. So, yeah, Autosport, he is in a Lexus. These guys will be using the mediums and hards. So we'll see these strapping lads with good hards on during the race at some point, and I am looking forward to that. Indeedly, dude. So Autosport in the Lexus, he's got to be favourite. He got a bad case of the relegations last season. He didn't, I can't remember, he didn't really partake a lot of the season, I think, and that really did lose him a lot of points. Oh no. Oh, they must be restarting it. There you go. Oh, the hot brew is just right. We are at room temperature, or just above. It is smooth. Oh, let's revel in that for a moment. What are we on board with? Oh, it's the Lexus. Humming quite nicely. You probably heard that gulp, and sod it, it was too good not to gulp. I even chewed on the glass, ladies and gentlemen. I chewed on the glass, it felt so good. So, the Lexus out there. That's my new merchandise. Yeah, I'm going to have to fleece you guys. I can see. I'm going to release T-shirts with half-written mottos on them. Don't have it, and I'll add the rest later. So come and buy my merchandise. And Vodka Rob saying freezing again today, ain't it? Down south, not so bad. It's drizzly, and I think the rain has kept it a little warmer. It was Christmas lights turning on. I think that's why I'm amped. I've got the spirit of Christmas in me, ladies and gentlemen. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Yes, it was a key moment in Thingamajig's life tonight. It was a big one. Anyway, I don't want to get distracted. I'll tell you about it. I'm not scared, but I want to get through the guys that are out there. I don't want to take I'm not the spotlight here, ladies and gentlemen. I've got to remind you, I'm Brass Monkeys here. Sorry, VR. Hey. V-Rob. Rob. Oh, have we just become best friends, Rob? I don't like saying vodka because I know it's just an old thing of an ancient time. And I mean, it's your name. I mean, Vodka Rob, I mean, you chose it. But I know you've mentioned that you don't even touch the stuff anymore, or barely, so it seems a little redundant. So, yeah, it's weird saying it, but it's weird. I don't think we're friends enough for me to call you Rob. I don't know, it seems too personal. So, yeah, Rob is on board. I'm on board with Rob. I like it. It's like Vroom, but with an ending. Oh, yes. So, MJ, he's in the Supra, ladies and gentlemen. There's a race going on. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm cookie tonight. Deal with it. Just grab onto that bar in front of you. We're going on a ride. Throb is funny. Oh, Throb's even better than Vrob, innit? Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. MJ, then. He's coming up to do his lap, ladies and gentlemen, in the Toyota. Let's see how he dusts off, eh? No, he's not. He's miles away. God, they're slow, aren't they, next to the hybrids? My word. Takes a while for this lot to get around. Come on, guys. Feels like you've been out there a while. So there we go. We've got the Juice in his Lambo, ladies and gentlemen. The Juice. Laying it down. And he's giving the Sport a tow. the Lexus rider, the rider of Lexus, ladies and gentlemen. The great state of Lexus. Oh, he's cut a corner. That's ruined it. That's put a little fly in that ointment. Reckless. Oh, so a naughty boy. Come on, clean it up, boys. And the JC, clean as a whistle, looking to get second place on the grid. MJ, I think he's wrapped that pole up in a... Whoa, no! The Juice, ladies and gentlemen, bringing the Hurricane, and the Lexus, even with the penalty. Did he get that? I thought he had the Sport. Maybe no, it was them two, wasn't it? It was, no, JC didn't have one. Whew. That's not bad, is it? Who did we see? MJ? No, it was the Sport. Was it just the Sport who had the penalty? I thought we saw two with the penalty. Reckless as well was a naughty boy. So he's scrambled in there. He's 2 seconds shy. JC must have lost a bit of time earlier in the lap. So it's still all to play for. But at the moment, the Juice is riding high, ladies and gentlemen. And he's saying, I want a case of that promotion. It looks good. When they go on to a new format as well. Yeah. I think they're going single. I think there's been no secret, but when they do go to the PMR, is it? Yeah. I can't believe I'm really struggling with the name of it. Project Motor Racing, that's it. Yeah, I think they're going for a one-make series, but they'll probably still have the two leagues going on. So OJ, the Juice, is looking for promotion. He thinks it'll suit him. Autosport, very fast though. When he showed last season, should I say, he absolutely killed it. So yeah, the Sport is one to watch out there, ladies and gentlemen. He will be grinding through this championship like a stripper on a pole. MJ is in third at the moment. No, scrub that. He's in second. Don't sit down, ladies and gentlemen. This keeps changing. So MJ then 1/10 off of the Juice, ladies and gentlemen. But the Hurricane is a fabulous car. I've driven a season in the Hurricane, and I must say I found it a pleasure to drive. It did what I asked for it to do, and it was nice. We got along with our season, and I enjoyed driving it. I thought it was a pleasure. So the Juice at the moment at the top. MJ in the Supra, which I don't think I've driven that much, maybe once in a daily, because it was the meta car that week. But yeah, I'm not au fait with it. I'll give it a go, do you know? I'll give it a go, Joe. Next time, before the next round, I'll give the MJ's ride a go, if he doesn't mind sharing, that is. Hey, MJ? Don't mind? You've heard of the Eiffel Tower? Oh yeah, baby. So MJ then, I am feisty, ain't I? I really am. Hopefully that reference just went straight over everyone's heads. Autosport in third. Ooh, Sushusa. Ooh, he's got a purple on. He's got that purple glow about him, ladies and gentlemen. And the Sport is laying it down. We are 7 minutes into this qualifying, and Sport is absolutely dicing. 8/10. Ooh, this is your fault, Throb. Sushusa. I forgot all about that. You reminded me. Ooh. So the Sport then, smashing it, got a toe off a pole sitter. That is thug life, if you please. There he goes. Thank you, Juice, for the toe. It was beneficial, and he won't even give him a toe back, will he? Look at that, backs off and says, no, do it yourself. We've only got 2.5 minutes left. We've not even got that. We've got 2 minutes left, one maybe 2 laps left, and I'm not dragging your ass around this track. So good luck to you, sir. MJ in third. He's not doing anything this lap. He's going to have to build up to the next one. Deep breaths, MJ. You can do this. We are behind you. We are literally behind you now, MJ. We're all behind you here. This lap, no, but the next lap is the one. It's the one we're looking for. I'm doing it on my handset, and we're live. We're live. Screw it. We'll do it live. I can use a keyboard. It's so much easier. I don't know. And I feel like I'm sat here like a DJ at my booth going, auto sport, auto sport, auto sport, OJ, reckless. No, reckless. It's JC reckless. Sick yet? Are you sick yet? Is your head gone dizzy yet? I'm sorry, I don't know. The Sport then is on top of the pile. OJ has to find a second. The Juice, ladies and gentlemen, has to find a big one. A huge amount of time. 1 second, that's huge, isn't it? He really did need Autosport to get in front of him for the toe. Autosport wasn't having any of that, was he? He backed right out of that last lap. So, the Juice out there, high and dry, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, he's 300ths off his own time. Sorry, I was thinking, wow, that's close. So, the Juice, it's going to be a struggle for him. He's going to have to dig deep and find something special here. MJ, though, oh, it's a shame he couldn't catch up with the MJ. This is MJ's lap, don't forget. And we are keeping a close eye on him. How's Reckless doing? Reckless crosses the line, goes faster. Pulls himself closer to the MJ and further away from JC, who seems to be struggling in the work right now. But it's MJ we feel has got something in him. The flag is out now. This is the finale lap. And we're looking to see MJ. He's just about to go across a sector. Everything's looked fine. So, not Reckless. No, we're looking at MJ, weren't we? Sorry. Foolish of me. It's because I've swapped over from handset. It's always in my hand, you see, the pad. But I start playing with my ear roll rather than touching buttons. Anyway. MJ, he's got to find a 10th on the Juice if he wants to get ahead of the Lambo. JC goes faster but stays in 6th. I believe that is the end of his qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. And, oh no! MJ picking up a bad boy penalty because he's a naughty boy. So that's put the end to MJ chasing down the Juice. And Juice is not doing well because the Sport has caught him, but Sport's got a penalty. And it looks like the Juice has lost a lot of time. Or is that just because he didn't want to give the Sport a tow? And there we go. Get to the line. And it's over and done with for these two. There you go, the Sport and the Juice. Finish first and second. MJ losing time. He's in 3rd. He was only a 10th behind the Juice, though. It's a tight race. Reckless coming across the line. Oh, doesn't go any faster. And JC has already done. He's dusted. He's cleaned up, and he is in 6th. And we could quit. I didn't look at the results of the other one. Did they? I don't know. So there you go. Sport at the top, ladies and gentlemen, in the Lexus. But, yeah, by a second. Unbelievable. The Racing, the Juice in the Hurricane in 2nd place with MJ in 3rd in the Supra. And he's very close to the Juice. That's going to be a tight battle between them two. Reckless still finding his feet in the Ford. And I think he's going to make that little bad boy sing as JC tries to drag the M6 but around the track. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was fruitful. So, ladies and gentlemen, they take... I thought we were going to be just sat there because I think they have a slight debrief and they have to sort out the grid. There is an element of messing about before we get into the race, as there always is with these things. Perfection isn't instantaneous, ladies and gentlemen. You have to wait. You have to let it simmer. But luckily, I thought we were going to see a car on the track. So then, yes, they'll be asking them all to tick in, boys. If you want to race, get those ticks out. Come on, let's see your ticks. Get your ticks out, get your ticks out, get your ticks out for the race. Get your ticks out for the race. Get your ticks out, get your ticks out, get your ticks out for the race. Come and let's see your ticks. I want to see your ticks. Tick in, boys, come on, tick in, tick in, tick in. Tick me up. Get your ticks out, get your ticks out, get your ticks out for the boys. We've got some shy ones, ladies and gentlemen. They obviously haven't heard the song, MJ. Get your ticks out, get your ticks out, get your ticks out for the race. JC, get your ticks out, bad boy. I want to see your tick. There you go. We saw your tick. It was fine. I'm going to do this, and then I think I'm going to have to do it at the beginning of the race anyway. So, the Thunder, ladies and gentlemen, back in the Toyota after a short break. He was probably in spectator mode, doing exactly the same as what we were doing. The Rooster has got a bit of work in this race, I think. Big fighting ahead, I feel. Now, it looks to us that we can see by the screen the Sports and MJ are opting to start on the harder tyre. They want to go long and early. With Deviant, the Beaks. No, Beaks is in the wrong car, sorry. And Bob, he's in another one. He has to use mediums. But Deviant also opting for... It's Deviant, not... He's in a hybrid as well. I'm not seeing everyone on my... Oh, here we go. Here's some of them. Reckless. I can't remember what they're in. Yeah. What's Reckless in? That was a Huracan, wasn't it? What was Reckless qualifying in? I watched the Blooney thing. Oh, has he moved from GT4 to a Huracan before the start of the race? That would be odd, would that not? Would that not be strange? Qualifying in a different car? But that to me looks like a... She's like a hurricane, coming through like a hurricane. It's quite a young community, these guys. I don't think there's any of them that are, well, I don't think there's any of them out of their 20s. I'd be surprised. I'm not sure. But I think they're all quite young. And these references, they wouldn't know who Neil Young was. Whee! The Thunder giving it a handbrake signal and manoeuvre. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, here we are then. Let us see it. Deviant on pole. Was he? See, I can't remember. I'll have to watch the stream back. Yeah, did he slap it right at the end? He may have done. Deviant then starts up where they're all on mediums. Out racing Tommy, Roo, and the Thunder Beaks all starting there. They will disappear very quickly from the group GT3s. And here we go then. Deviant leads them away for a 2-hour race, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to take a while. The Bob looking already up the inside. We've got a wide on. We've got a wide on there. Is it Thunder? It is. And that gives Beaksy the chance to get alongside. They are absolutely dicing. Dicing, I tell you. Autosport then in first of the GT3s ahead of OJ. The Juice in the Huracan. Excuse me. And the Juice is giving it full beans, ladies and gentlemen. He's on the mediums, remember. Remember, he's on the... excuse me, the mediums with Sport starting on the hards. MJ also on those hards ahead of the JC, who's ahead of Reckless, who has jumped car. How strange. He ran down the pits and got in someone else's car. I wonder what he was always meant to be in. So, Juice leads the way, but he's on them medium tyres. And it's a long race. How long will the medium tyres last him, we ask? MJ in third, doing fine on the hards as Reckless comes on to the attack to the JC. JC sticking it out with the BMW, with Reckless having a change of heart. Maybe he just didn't have chance to qualify, to test any cars, and thought, yeah, I'll use the Ford. Not realising that it's that competitive, it seems. I can't talk for it. But you never see it there in the daily. Well, you do a couple of times, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't like to try and implement an opinion when I don't know anything about the subject, really. So the Sport on those hard tyres, finding the toe helpful. Finding the toe helpful for him to come back at the Hurricane. But the Juice maintaining the grip and composure in the corners to pull away. Deviant, still leads with the Rooster in. Ooh, the Rooster's made a big jump. Sorry, guys. These guys are racing up here. Thunder. So, yeah, Thunder slipping to the rear derriere. 2 seconds lost to Beaks. Beaks do it. So, Beaks up and into fourth place. Bob down into third. Now then. And the Rooster up, and he's going very fast. But, ladies and gentlemen, the question must be asked, with those same tyres as a standard tyre for the hybrids, could Bob Forge Flames be doing a little bit of fuel saving? Could he be an economical driver? Autosport asking, or someone asking Autosport if he got hit. I don't know who by. But Autosport at the moment down in 9th in the Lexus with damage. Oh boy. Controversy early days. The Juice. Now, the Juice was the man fighting with our boy Sports, but we saw nothing, sir. We saw absolutely nothing. So, again, another thing I can't really pass judgment on. JC, though, in the BMW, finding himself coming across a rather fast car that's just gone in, and he's going to be getting rid of those hard tyres, I imagine, and now going on full speed, full course. MJ up and into second place now, chasing down the Juice. And it's the same all at the hybrids, Deviant, Roo, and Bob in third. Thunder has got himself past the Beaks, I apologise. Beaks there, and the Thunder going at it. But yeah, somehow Beaks dropping the position to the Thunder. He's going faster this lap than he's gone before. With Thunder then, I thought I saw Thunder behind the Beaks, but maybe I was not right. Got it wrong, possibly. Oh, he's going faster as well. They're all going a bit faster. OJ at the moment, 2.5 seconds ahead of MJ, who's nearly 3 seconds ahead of the JC. But Reckless, who I'm sure we've seen get past JC already in this race, is now closing in on the BMW again. With the Sport down 30 seconds, and he is racing his own head now. It's not over and done with. It is a bit of a blip. It's a bit of an occurrence, but nothing serious, okay? Calm your boots. Even with the penalty, we can live with that. It's a long race, ladies and gentlemen. We're only 5 minutes into it. You can't write this one off yet. He's got to summon his inner Verstappen, is what he needs to do. He needs to dedicate, because it takes dedication if you want to be a record breaker, okay? So the Sport then finding a blip in the road, a little speed bump for himself, but if he digs deep, he can come good. We believe in you, Sport. We are here. We lay witness to you, sir. Feel the spirit of racing inside you, sir. Take you The Rapture. That's what I couldn't think of earlier. The Rapture. For heaven's sakes, thingamajig. You brain is like Swiss bloody cheese. What's wrong with you? Deviant leads with the Roo in second. Excuse me, and the Bob. Ooh, they're getting through their fuel, these guys. To say we're only like, Jesus, 6 minutes into a 2-hour race, these guys are going to be having to fill fuel up. We're going to see pit stops, pit stops, pit stops. Ladies and gentlemen, they are absolutely, they're almost through a quarter of a tank of fuel. That means they can go for what, 20 minutes? 20 minutes? How many 20 minutes are in well, they're in an hour. There's 3, so 6 pit stops. No, I mean 5 pit stops possibly, but that's a hell of a lot of pit stops, ladies and gentlemen, for one race. So yes, these guys are going to be very busy this race, and let's hope they're not going to get a lot of pit penalties, because that really could ruin things. The top 3 of the hybrids at the moment rather close together. Thunder is 5 seconds behind them, but 2 seconds ahead of the Beaks. It's getting tight in here. Ooh, pass me the lube, because these 3 are getting very close. MJ is leading, ladies and gentlemen. The Juice dropping down a position. Unbelievable. He dropped 5 seconds last lap, and the Juice losing a bit of cohesion with this race and promoting MJ into the lead. And MJ at the moment, absolutely a little bit of luck his way, but I mean, he doesn't often happen that way. He doesn't usually get too lucky in these races, so it is nice to see a bit of luck move in the MJ's direction, with the sport being taken out of contention one way or another, either by own self-abuse or domestic terrorism. We're not sure yet what happened. We are going to review it. But MJ, I don't know what happened to the OJ. Maybe it's just on pure race. He did lose 5 seconds, remember. And MJ, big gains down the gym, pumping. It's looking hench. Reckless still fighting with the JC. The JC is an absolute bugbear at the moment for the Reckless. He just cannot get himself through. And JC sitting quite nicely in a podium position so far. All is good. Calm yourselves. I just bit the inside of my mouth. Oh my God. That's almost the same kind of pain as like knocking a testicle by accident. There we go. It's all right now. Maybe not that same level. Maybe more level of like childbirth. Reckless in 9th, still fighting JC. What go on here? What go on, my brethren? So I'm going to get on board. I'm going to get in deep, ladies and gentlemen, with the wrong car, because I wanted to be on board with Reckless. So have a look at that beautiful BMW as we spin on by. Not quite. Not today, sirree, he says. Not this day, not any day. JC still holding strong against the Lambo, but the Lambo sends it, ladies and gentlemen. Give me some room here, because Reckless is cooking. And JC then now looking at the rear derriere of the Lambo. Can Reckless run and hide from the JC, or is the JC going to come back? I mean, this is a great opportunity to grab a tow for JC right now, but there is a nice gap there, but there's still a tow. There is still a tow to be had. And if anyone's going to grab a tow, JC is your man for a tow here at the moment. And JC then hunting down the Lambo. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves. Prepare the ladies. JC is just about to show them what he is all about. At the moment, though, Reckless holding his own, but there's still a hell a lot of oval to get around. And JC down to 5/10. Who are you talking to, Alexa? Zip it, okay? www.zipit.com. AI scares me. Doesn't scare me, I just wish it would take over and then we don't have to think. Like I said, I'll refer you back to the brain like Swiss cheese. So JC could not get that toe, and already the lump cars are coming around to get a lap on the GT3s. They're driving around to see the scum, the little people. Now the rules are, oh, did he just? The rules are that the no sudden movements from GT3 drivers. They stick to their line. It is it's down to the LMP car to get by them, and Bob as well trying to drive around. Alexa, I never want you to buy anything, okay? Don't tell me to order this or order that. Go screw yourself. Good. It's Ziggy, shut up. So Deviant out there in the lead with the AT Racing Forged Flames. Bob making his way through, and oh, he was a little bit slow, and the Rooster snapped it up and got himself up in second. I'm sure he did. I thought the Rooster was ahead of Out Racing Forged Flames Bob, but I think he was. I think he just got a sneaky one there. Oh shoot! Have I just set everyone's off? Sorry. Oh no. Throb saying that dinner proper hit the spot. It's warmed me up. Nice, good. Nothing like a nice hearty meal, my friend. So, AT Racing Forged Flames. Bob, get himself ahead, I'm sure. Got himself ahead of the Rooster there, through the traffic. Sneaky. Thunder is a little closer as well, 4.5 seconds away from him. They're not running away from the promoted boys. Beaks. Beats is 6.7 seconds behind the Thunder, but this traffic could help him out if Thunder finds himself coming across the GT3 cars all in the wrong places. MJ still leads, for God's sake. No, the Juice is back ahead of him. Sorry, I'm getting myself mixed up. I apologise. So the Juice is back in the lead, and MJ is down into second. The Reckless flying, the Flying Reckless, we should call him from now on, is coming in with a strong opinion about whom should be in second place of the GT3 category. JC sticking with our boys here, and this race is still open for anyone to come and win. Autosport has been doing some very suggestive lap times, okay? And Autosport having to pit early for damage, and has changed from the hards to the mediums, so he's ticked the boxes he needs to tick to avoid any kind of disqualification there. They've got to use both compounds, and he has done so. He can run on the mediums all day long from now on. Deviant, the fuel is it's not too bad, is it? Actually, half tank of fuel there for the Deviant, and he's 15 minutes into this 2-hour race, so that's not so bad. I thought they were going to be pitting every 20 minutes. So, no, that's not bad at all, actually. It must have just looked like the early part of the tank drops quicker as it gets better as it goes down. So Deviant at the moment doing very good lap times, 2.8 seconds ahead of the AT Racing Forged Flames Bob, and he is only 1.2 seconds ahead of the Rooster, who has decided to that looks a lot further, doesn't it, in that position. But he'll be looking for a tow around this part as he tries to close in on AT Racing Forged Flames, AT Racing Forged Flames Bob. It's like when you say the sponsorships of a team, innit? You have to say like the whole team. Oh,
want to thank Baby Jesus and my sponsors. So, the Rooster hunting himself a AT Racing Forged Flames Bob right now. And Deviant managing to get away. Now, fuel is half. Fuel is just under half for AT Racing. And the Rooster, he's dead on half. It's tight stuff there between the top three. Thunder, he's been using a bit of fuel up, but now look at him. Coming into his own, ladies and gentlemen. Starting to feel the vibe. Getting his race on with a purple sector. Can do in the chat saying hello thingamajig, and Throb, hope you are doing well. And Thunder 4.3 seconds adrift of the Rooster, and Beaks is struggling to stay with the Thunder, but the Thunder is abusing his fuel tank a lot more than the Dutch driver at the moment. The Juice in the lead. Reckless has got by as well. MJ slipping, but he's going faster than he has gone. He's picked up the pace. Maybe a little fuel saving, sir, if you may. And he does have more fuel than the other guys. JC, yes, MJ doing some clever fuel saving, methinks. The Cull is in the chat saying, how long until Deviant throws this easy win again for the millionth time? You're mean, sir. And Throb saying, hey, Edward. You are mean, Cull. You like the mind games, sir. I see you. You like those mind games. Although, yeah, we have to agree, Deviant does like to throw a race or two here and there. No, I don't think that happened last season. It was really bizarre, wasn't it? Bob used to be behind him, and then when the pit stops come around, he'd find himself ahead. He just, I don't know. Honestly don't know, because Deviant, he was flying last season, leading a lot of the races, but AT Racing somehow, some way, scuppered him. Maybe the Z4 one he was driving was the BMW, the BMW, was a little better on fuel economy than Deviant's huge chugging Merc Shadies. But at the moment, Deviant doing a fine and upstanding job, despite what the haters may say. And the call is, it was his fuel. Bob and Tommy's car was so much better on fuel. See? The love is there. So Deviant then 1.5 seconds. He's not using it. It's not a problem with fuel at the moment. Deviant doing very well on his fuel at this point. And AT Racing Forged Flames Bob trying to close in, and he's in tow range. So you'd be thinking Bob would be just sat in that tow and lift and coast like the Ferrari way. But he's not. He's using more fuel up than Deviant is concurrently. The Rooster, he's just there, and he's just on the edge, like a voyeur, looking through the shutters of the cupboard. And Thunder in fourth. He's dropped a bit of time to the guys ahead of him. He was closing in when they hit the traffic. And Thunder is using mighty loads of fuel next to the guys ahead of him. But the Beaks isn't. Now, Beaks, we saw in the Renault, and I put it down to the Renault last season, was very fuel efficient. But maybe it's our Dutch driver's right foot that's very efficient, because he is absolutely barely using his fuel tank at this point. The Juice is only 1.8 seconds ahead of Reckless, but Reckless has gone rallying, ladies and gentlemen. He has decided to cut the grass here at Daytona, and I didn't know it needed cutting. What does he charge for that service? 5.5 seconds of his time. That's what he pays, ladies and gentlemen. And MJ, without hesitation, decides to take that position back and away from the Reckless. That's why they call him the Reckless, ladies and gentlemen. He goes into the corner recklessly, with no abandonment at all. Well, where am I going? I want to go down. I'm going down in a blaze of glory. There he is. JC is in the thick still of the action. Oh my God, Autosport is really closing in. He's pulled back at least 10 seconds. He was like 20 to 29 seconds behind the guys, or JC, should I say. After his pit stop, he's got it down to 20 seconds. The boy is absolutely flying. He is not hanging a boot. He is on fire. Oh, the sport is on fire. So, beware JC. When the pit stops happen again, the sport is going to be somewhat closer. And Deviant still leading, but 1.1 seconds. AT Racing, Forge Flames, Bob is closing in, and he means to do business. He wants to make a transaction from Deviant. -1 position is the cost. Deviant holding on to this ride, this roller coaster. He's lost a bit more time again to... Oh no! Deviant's lost it altogether, and the Cool's prophecy has come true. Oh no! Crazy times. He's only 3 seconds behind though. It is not over. Oh, he's damaged it. He's pranged it, ladies and gentlemen. Fender bender. Fender bender. Oh, with a bit of suspension smashing as well. Ah, poor Deviant. He proper crushed it, didn't he? Ladies and gents. He absolutely sent it when there was no need to send it. Like the day you were born, virtually. Many or just one? Where? How many animals can one cat bring in one go? He must have found a nest. Okay, good stuff. There's been a mass murder tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Let's bow our heads for the 3 mice, apparently. My son just told me the cat tried to bring in. Extraordinary. Extraordinary. And Nicole saying, I called it. I said, you're a prophet, my friends. Do you know what the lottery numbers are? Oh, it's already been. Do you know what the Euro lottery numbers are next week? Oh, Deviant. How does this happen? So, Rooster, though, in amongst... Oh, no! It isn't just the Deviant that's having a nightmare, because AT Racing B.O.B. Forge the Flames has damage as well, but he lost 4 seconds, and the Rooster through, and Rooster, he is pruning, ladies and gentlemen. He is preening. He is absolutely peacocking this bad boy, because he hasn't got no damage. Ah, now Cole saying, did they crash? See, I didn't think Forge Flames was anywhere near Deviant. He was 6/10 when they crossed the line, but maybe under late braking, maybe it all went Pete Tong, and I don't know. I didn't think he was involved, but he is carrying that damage, so who knows? I thought he was too far back. We'll have a quick look at how the GT3s are getting on. The Hurricane now low on fuel, so the juice is going to have to come in for some juice. MJ, he's still got a lap or two, but he's a very naughty boy and needs to be penalised. And then we've got the Reckless, and by name it is by nature, my friends. The Reckless, we've seen him mow some lawns. So Reckless, JC and the Juice all coming in. The GT3 cars all taking a break. MJ retakes the lead of the GT3s. And Sport, he's already pitted. We know he's pitted. So he could jump a couple of guys here, but he is out of sequence. He is out of sequence, remember. So the Sport then moves ahead. Well, does he though? Because the pit exit is round here and they suddenly appear sometimes. No, they're just filling up now. So yes, the Sport up to second, but out of sequence, remember. These pit stops. So the Juice out. He's 7.5 seconds ahead of Reckless. So there was no change there in the pits. The Reckless out. I mean, the Reckless out. Ooh, careful JC with that penalty line killer. The 3-second killer, and he didn't cross it. It's good. It's good. He stayed within the lines, ladies and gentlemen. So, MJ leads, but he needs to pit now, or the next lap, or maybe the lap after that. So MJ, I think, trying to fuel save, but only getting, what, 1 lap naughty? Maybe he's not. Maybe that is the Supra, and it's strange niche. It just goes 1 lap longer. Ooh, I've got to catch up on some chat here. So let me just get myself prepared as MJ's pit crew prepares. Oh, mama, Thunder's in. Interesting. So Thunder now making a pit stop. And Deviant already has. He'll be hoping to get ahead. Deviant is 19 seconds. That's a big loss, isn't it? That was a big loss for him, that lap. When he pitted, yeah. And Beeks goes through ahead of Thunder now. Beeks is doing heavy fuel saving here. He's still got a quite a bit. So has the Rooster, though. The Rooster's got a fair amount of fuel left. Forge Flames, AT Racing, Bob does not. His fuel tank pretty low. So, my word, Rooster has been busy, hasn't he? Rooster has been playing with throttle control. And Deviant, Thunder gets back out before Deviant as well. Very close though, very close. Tight, tight, tight. Tight as you like. Again, pass me the lube. Cole saying he'd done the exact same thing as last season, clipped the barrier. Oh no, the invisible one, gutted. Bob hit him as well. There you go. And Throb saying, I don't know what it was, but something you said reminded me of Jane's Addiction. Jane says, oh, they are stood. Yeah, another band. Man, me and you, Vodka Rob, we're like a parallel universe of each other. I love a bit of Jane's Addiction. Jane says, Mountain Song, been caught stealing. I can't remember the tune now. When I want something, I just go and do myself. Hey, okay. Yeah, yeah, alright. Do. Is everybody having like a great time? So then, we got the Rooster out there. The sun is dipping, ladies and gentlemen. We are saying goodbye to today and moving in to tomorrow. So the Rooster out there, he doesn't need a pit stop and he's not looking like he wants one soon. And Beeks has done some incredible fuel saving also. Thunder made that pit stop, got out ahead of Deviant, and now Deviant unable to get on board with the Thunder now. Bob as well making his pit stop and back in behind the Deviant, even though the Deviant had a huge one. Remember, Bob was carrying a bit of damage to his front aero package. Autosport leads, so MJ did pit. But remember, Autosport out of sequence. He's now coming up towards the need for a pit stop. I see Thunder's not jumping in the chat today. Thunder, he gets in the chat sometimes, but I can see he's taking it serious. The Rooster into the pits then. Beeks, I imagine, will also pit, and we'll see what those couple of laps buy them. Fresher tyres for a start. It's a lovely colour, is the Beeks' car. I'm really into that. That really is quite
unique and sweet. It's lovely. It's like powder coated, isn't it? Oh, it's the invisible wall. The deviant wall. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The Rooster into the pits, and Beaks then with a huge bit of damage. You can't cut too tight on that first corner because there's an invisible wall that grabs you. We saw it. It's the ghost wall. That is shocking. I am a convert. I'm not slagging it off, but that is shocking. Did the Sport get a damage? He did early doors. We don't know why. Is that the Juice? Why is the Juice asking? You were racing him. I don't know. We didn't see it on screen. We didn't see who did it, why did it, and how did it. It was probably the invisible wall also. Everyone is getting a casualty from the invisible wall at Daytona. It seems to grow in the dark, just like mine. So Beaks, Beaks, he's got some damage now. Excuse me, it's being caught by the Rooster, who has got a healthy lead over Deviant and the Thunder. That cough means it's nearly time for a ciggy. So the Boob is last. And it's not often I say that. Not often I get to say AT Racing Forge Flames Bob is at the back. Is a peculiar place for him to be. I don't think he's used to it. I don't think he understands it. Beaks then into the pits. He can't quantify it, ladies and gentlemen, in his own mind. So Rooster leads this race, or the lump race, ahead of Deviant with Thunder in. Is he in third though? No, because the Bob, sorry, call the cat Boob. AT Racing Forge Flames Bob is now up and into third, and Thunder getting schooled. But Thunder, don't forget, is absolutely crap. Well, he's used a bit more fuel up at the moment as the Beaks get his damage fixed and fills up. The Juice still leads with 3 seconds on MJ. MJ closing in. I was racing him, then looked back and he was gone. That's the Juice talking trackside. Don't know how. You're meant to be racing. Concentrate on your race. Worry about the stewards that later. We didn't see it. It wasn't on screen. It didn't happen. So the Juice then leads the race with MJ chasing him down 2.8 seconds. And MJ doing a lot better on fuel. This is working for him. Reckless in the Lambo also. Not bad on... No, who's that? MJ? No, nothing like MJ. Is Reckless. JC. Racing hard tyres. Yes, he had to use the hards, didn't he? So JC's gone hard tyres. As it gets dark, the track will be cooler. This is going to be tricky. To rock her around on time. It's tricky. It's tricky. It's tricky. I wasn't talking to you, that's why. Shut up. Please. Or I'll unplug you, eh? That's the doorbell now, isn't it? Why are you beeping at me? Ziggy, notification? I can't believe in the middle of a stream I'm having a conversation with AI. It's not even AI, is it? Just programmed speaker. The Rooster then 4.4 seconds ahead of Deviant. Deviant trying to implement himself back into this race and dominate where he was before. But the Rooster is a tricky dicky here, ladies and gentlemen, and a slippery eel, some may say. And he is running away with this one and breaking ground from the Deviant at AT Racing, sorry.
I think at racing sounds funnier. But AT Racing at Forge Lanes, Bob is ahead of Thunder. We saw that happen, but Thunder is staying with him, playing tag. Beaks has made that pit stop and he's lost a lot of time, actually. I am surprised, but he will be going longer. These guys they'll be pitting again soon, won't they? Especially there was one of them on a half, wasn't there? No, they're all on about 3/4 of a tank of fuel, and Beaks whacking loads in. Juice at the moment nearly down to half a tank of fuel, but he's pulled away from MJ, whom is backing himself up into Reckless. He's twerking his way back to Reckless here, ladies and gentlemen. So MJ shuffling towards, but we know MJ is doing the fuel save shuffle, and MJ is it's about going a long time, ladies and gentlemen, not going fast at this point. It's an endurance race, not a sprint. And MJ pacing himself, because we're only at 37 minutes of a 2-hour race. But Reckless does fancy to make a race of this one, closing in rather speedily. 48.5 from the Reckless MJ, 50.7. So at this point, Reckless 2 seconds faster on those medium tyres. The top three all... Oh no, sorry, MJ's on the hard tyre. He's doing very well indeed. For MJ, he's put on the hard tyres. He's ticked the boxes. The Juice, I think, has only used medium tyres so far. He has those hards to use. I may be wrong. MJ has gone from mediums to hards, I believe. I think there was only one starting on the hards, 2. And that was the Sport and JC, wasn't it? So Reckless yet to use the hards, with JC still on the hards. He's gone on, and he's gone on hards again. Very interesting. With Autosport changing his hards. Was it JC that started on hards? No, it was MJ. What? No, I can't remember. Do you know? I can't remember. But Autosport, he's used both compounds. I can't imagine MJ started on the hards and put another set of hards on. But I thought there was two in the start that had hards on. Maybe I was wrong. Well, the Juice out there flying at the moment, and MJ struggling to match him, but I don't think the Juice has used his other set of hard tyres yet. At the top, we've got the Rooster, Deviant, 3.9 seconds behind, and oh, Bob getting a little bit out of shape there as he tries to pass the GT3 cars. And he's only 2.5 seconds behind Deviant, and we saw him how he closed in last time around. Thunder, 3/10. It's tenths, and he's 3/10. And OJ, the Juice, saying I'm faster in the cold somehow. Thunder at the moment, trying to get himself on board here of the HMS AT Racing Forge Flames Bob. And Bob, I don't know if he's trying to fuel save or if he's driving with a bit of a struggle out there when it's cold. But at the moment, Thunder lining up behind him to try and get an overtake done. And now a GT3 car is in the way. It's Reckless, sorry. As they come through. Not that much, well, a couple of tenths lost, but Bob now having to get past MJ. And so does the Thunder, 7/10, dropped about 4/10 through the traffic. The Rooster, 4.2 seconds ahead of in this race, a 36.0 last time from him. Deviant, a 35.8, tight at racing. Trying to shake off the Bob, but the Bob will not be shooken. Throb saying, I've had to play that Jane's Addiction album now. Classic. Go on, rock it out. It's still early enough to blast it up to 11. As they make their way past the Hurricane. Tommy Roo leads this race, 4.4 seconds from the Deviant, and Bob is chasing hard. Oh, it's very tight here, isn't it, for second, third, and fourth in this battle. And let's not count out the Beaks because he's on a different strategy, which might come into play later in the race. The Juice is flying. He's untouchable. Well, I say he's untouchable, but the Sport is out of sequence. And he closed up quite nicely already, 4.5 seconds behind JC. Methinks JC struggling on those hard tyres concurrently as the Sport reels him in. MJ 10 seconds ahead of them on his hard tyres, and he's Reckless has overtaken him. Maybe when the lump cars came through, these guys had to slow a little. They shouldn't have done though. It was down to the lump cars to get by. Lump stood in a buggy marsh, totally naked except from her heart. All the brown is crawling up now. She's lump, she might be dead. Throb saying, I can't put my hi-fi up too much because you could probably hear it about 3 or 4 streets away. Yeah, but when it's Jane's Addiction, I think it's okay. Tommy Rooster out there doing what he does best, leading by example. And man alive, is he doing a superb and amazing job. The Deviant now in a bit of a pickle with the Bob and the Thunder bringing the noise. Yes. I find everyone's got good amounts of fuel. Do you know what? Perfect time. Perfect time for a little bit of reflection, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of just solace. Quiet time. I think too much thingamajig is too much. My voice must grate after a certain amount of time, so I'm going to relieve you for a minute or so. Enjoy the sound of thunder. sup? I tell you, sup, Thunder nearly lost the car on numerous occasions. I was watching, I was keeping an eye out the window, and boy oh boy, he was a little loosey-goosey with that back end, and at the moment Deviant has got a nightmare going on in his rear garden. His yard, ladies and gentlemen, is full of AT Racing Forge Flames Bob. The Rooster is loving it. He is moving away at an amazing pace. He is leaving them. He is saying, good golly, Miss Molly, you sure like my balls. In the chat then, where are we? OJ, the Jew saying, thingy, you are the music in the background for my racers, lol. Fusion saying, Monsieur Eyes on the road, blood. Yes, Juice, that's good advice from the Fusion. And Throb saying, look up Panasonic SC Max 700. I've got two of them linked together and a third slightly smaller one. I can turn my house into a nightclub. Oh, yeah. Ooh, suits you, sir. Suits you, sir. Yeah, fair play, man. Good on you. I don't even have a stereo anymore. I got digitalized. I don't know. Somewhere I've still got a huge, like, cupboard of vinyls. I think it's just kids, they got in the way. They like to fiddle with knobs. And I mean, I haven't got the setup like you have, Throb. That is impressive, to say the least. Anyway, I've got to have a look quick. Hang on, I'm back. I've got to do a run through. 5 seconds, the Rooster in the lead. But now, yeah, no, I link to Bluetooth to a speaker, and that's how I indulge on my music. Or, no, mainly headphones. I usually put my headphones on. They're all right. They're one of those, the lower range Sonys, but they sound good, so suits, it works for me. So the Rooster out there in the lead. Bob is in second. Where's Deviant gone? My word indeed. It's Deviant slipping back somewhat. Maybe let's have a look at the fuel. The Rooster's doing it very well on the fuel. Bob's not too bad either. Thunder, I think he's out of sequence with these guys, and Deviant as well. Low on the fuel. Beaks, half a tank. Then we've got the Juice. He's coming to the end of his run, and I'm sure is still to use those hard tyres. Reckless in second. He's 11 seconds ahead of the MJ, but I think the MJ has lost a lot of... Ooh, he lost a lot of time last time around. With those hard tyres, but he's doing very well on fuel, very well indeed. And the Sport then is gathered. He has arrived. He has caught them up as the Rooster makes his way by for the umpteenth time. Well, I can tell you, they're on lap 28. And the Rooster has just started lap 32, so the fourth time. All Sport and JC is only 3 seconds behind them, but he is desperate for a pit stop himself. Now, the LMPs, 3.2 seconds, but Bob, Thunder and Deviant are all rather close to each other. The traffic could make a difference here. Oh, Autosport going for a move, going for a big move on the MJ, but MJ on those hard tyres. And you know what? The Sport doesn't need to use them again, so that's not bad going. That's not bad going indeedly do for the Sport. Gaining and catching on the MJ, and Sport not having to use the hard tyres for the rest of the race, as JC and MJ have all disposed of those hard tyres. Reckless, I believe, still yet to use them, as the Juice also, as he leads, but yet to use those hard tyres. The Rooster out there, absolutely. Oh, the Juice has brought it in. Was he ready? Yeah, he was. So is Reckless. 10 seconds behind, though. It's great if the neighbours annoy me, says Vodka Rob. Yeah, baby. I used to have a big guitar amp that used to do that. Instead of playing the acoustic, I'd go electric. Jan.
Sometimes I'd even screw things up just to be even more annoying. Because I'm not trying to entertain, I'm trying to annoy. So it'd be So the Rooster leads with 3 seconds in hand on Bob. Bob has got the Thunder, freshly promoted. Remember, he got the promotions. He got a very bad case of the promotions, and he's found himself up flying high, flying like an aeroplane. So Thunder up there in 3rd with the Deviant in 4th, setting chase though. The Deviant's not going to give up on this. Remember, there was a time when Deviant was leading this race. It can happen again. Just believe. Believe in the spirit of the racer. Let me preach to you. It's Reverend Thingamajig here. This can happen. But at the moment, the Rooster holding fast and standing strong. Now then, we had pit stops, didn't we? Let's have a look. Reckless now up and into first place with the Sport. What a comeback, eh? Up to 2nd now. JC's had to make his pit stop, and so has the Juice. The Juice has opted for hard tyres. JC now finally onto a set of mediums. Reckless opts for a pit stop now as well, and I think he may go to the hards, but we've still got plenty of racing here. He has options. He could stick to the mediums for a bit longer, but it's best just to, well, yeah. Vodka Rob saying I had a Marshall back in the day. I was in a couple of bands. I wasn't great at guitar, but I was okay for metal. You freaking me out, Mr. Rob. I also was in a couple of bands. I also am not a great guitarist, but I was more grunge. It was more just fuzzy feedback. Underdog was the first band, and Misinformed was the second. So the Rooster out there in the lead, 2.4. We played a few local gigs. It was fun. It was just fun, that's all. I never wanted anything to be of it. I don't ever want to get paid for your hobbies, you know. Then it becomes a job. It's like this. This is fun. I enjoy it, and it's like I don't want it. I've got this crazy thing in my head that if by any fluky chance that it happened, which I don't think it ever would, but this channel somehow made money, and it's never gonna. It's just, you know, it's that what if. I am an overthinker in life, and I think a lot, and I think worst case scenarios. I don't really go good case scenarios. It doesn't happen that often in life. Take them as they come because it's nice. But on a whole, I spend a lot of time thinking about what's the worst thing that could happen. And in those thoughts, being monetized is in them. I know. But yeah, being monetized here would be a dreadful thing, because I don't want to get paid for this. This is fun. I don't want it to be a job. So I think I'd try and distribute the money through the leagues that I cover somehow. I don't know how, but if this did revenue money, I would try and put it back into the leagues that I cover, because it's them guys that are doing the work. Really, they're doing the effort. I'm just here, just acting like a clown, and trying to make myself laugh. Bob then is in sec. Sorry, I know it was a race. Let's talk about it. See, and I'm overindulgent. Who wants to pay me to be overindulgent? It's the teams are the stars, the leagues are the stars. I'm just a gob to shout about what's happening. So, yeah. Oh, nice. Throb said Black Wednesday and Olive Drab. I like it. They are cool names, man. And Vodka saying, were you in bands before social media, though? We had it harder back in the day. Hey, only MySpace. MySpace was just coming around, and none of us knew really how to use it. We did have one song on there. It was like MySpace was like the band place, but it was flooded. I mean, social media, maybe today easier. TikTok. I came across Father of Peace, and I think they're an awesome band. They're on Spotify, but they've only got like 8 songs. But I think they're awesome. what I think they are, Father of Peace, if you're looking for them. I think they're a cover band that have just turned the covers they did into their own songs, because they sound like System of a Down in one song, they sound like Chili Peppers in another song. It's just every song sounds like someone that's already been. Deviants into the pits with Thunder. So yeah, it was before. And Misinformed, that was my thing, because Underdog fell apart and I didn't want to give up on the band thing. I still enjoyed it. So I found a couple of guys for us to carry on. And we really was like a Nirvana sounding thing. The thing, Underdog was more like a Guns N' Roses, because the lead guitarist liked to wang his guitar a lot. But yeah, Misinformed was just a three-piece. Sorry, race. Tommy Roo leading, 2.4. Bob is in second. He's 42 seconds. That's because Thunder and Deviant have both made pit stops. Now, Thunder has opted for the hard tyre. And do you know what? At this point, I think if you hadn't used the hard tyre already, I would have saved it till the end of the race just to see how long you could go and use the hard tyre as least as possible. Just try and drag out this race. It's 2 hours, and just keep an eye on that time, because it's not laps, so you can't really, they only give it you in laps when you do the fuel save thing. So yeah, but Thunder's opted to go for hard tyres now, as Deviant stays to the mediums and carries on like nothing has happened. Beaks, he's got a quarter of a tank of fuel, but it's not worked out for him. This has not worked out for him somehow. I do not understand why, but he's dropped back a little too much with the fuel save scenario. But maybe it will still come good later in the race. Sport is leading the race, but he needs a pit stop pretty soon. The Juice is in second. He's gone for that hard tyre, with Reckless in third, 15 seconds ahead of the J and JC. Have we lost someone? I'm sure we've lost someone, you know. Reckless, OJ. No, maybe not. It's just Autosport's in the lead now. Or maybe it'll come to me at some other time. But Autosport is out of sequence. Vodkrop saying we could have made it, but the singer got off with the bass player's misses and the band folded. Oh, gutted, bud. And the Juice saying halfway through, let's go. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a... So, see, it's stuff like that, it gets really irritating. What a git. So, Bob then into the pits. And this will level it out. Where will Thunder and the Deviant sit against Bob when he decides to return to the track? What tyres would the Bob choose at this point? As we saw, Deviant going with the mediums, Thunder going with the hards. It's not that big a deficit, is it really? I mean, it's not a corner-intensive track, yes, but there are corners. So, but Thunder at the moment standing strong, and here comes Bob. Oh yes, what a cushion. What a cushion for the pushing, ladies and gentlemen. AT Racing Forge Flames B.O.B. back out on track. Medium tyres, and with a 6... Well, they don't put hards on, sorry. Did I ever at one point say the lumps and what tyres they're using? Because the lumps are all using mediums. They don't... So why is Thunder put hards on? Thunder is the one that has confused me here. He's going to get disqualified. Thunder, you haven't read the rules properly. Silly Billy. Oh dear. He's in a group with them all, though. They're all talking Juice. You're all talking to each other, aren't you, in Discord? I'm opening Discord, seeing if Thunder is in that chat. Yeah, how very bizarre. The Rooster's in. Bob, he was chasing the Rooster. Is he going to be any closer? Deviant there in third. He has finally got rid of the Bob. Thunder, sorry. And Thunder picking up a penalty, and I don't think that's going to be the only penalty he's going to get. I can see a DQ on the horizon. There may be trouble ahead. But when there's music and laughter and some fit romance, let's face the music. Rooster out there in the lead, 4.1 seconds. And to me, yeah, it only looks like there's 3 of them in the chat. And I think Thunder is King Halo, is he not? Possibly not. My word. Oh dear. Maybe the other guys, Beaks and the Juice. The Juice, tell him he's not meant to put hard tyres on. He's going to have to pit and get rid of them. Maybe it was a slip. It's easily done, ladies and gentlemen. We all get a little excited and flustered under pressure. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. He did pit stop, and he's only ruined his own race. Beaks is the man that will punish him. I'm just mad because he confused me, because I started talking about the lumps needing hard tyres when they don't. We'll tell Lord Thingy, Lord. Thank you. Reverend, there's no Lord about me, trust me. No, don't worry, Juice. You're leading the race. Don't be worrying about Thunder and his issues. You've got a 3-second lead on Reckless. Reckless is starting to actually look a little racy here. The Hurricanes, looks like a hurricane, are on a flyer at the moment. The Juice and Reckless going mano-mano in the Hurricanes. The Lambo versus Lambo. They've risen. They have risen to the top, ladies and gentlemen. With MJ in third. We definitely lost JC. JC is... we've lost JC since then. We've lost someone else. My gosh, we're losing people. There is a hole in the lobby and people are falling out of it. So the Sport then has had his pit stop and he has gone to the rear derriere of the pack. But fourth, hey, fourth is not bad. No, fifth. Sorry, I apologise. Fifth. No. Juice. Reckless is in second, third. No, fourth. I was correct. I correct myself. I am sorry. So, Tommy the Rooster out there, 3-second lead on BOB. Now, I'm telling you, at one point in this, I was chuckling. I was mocking AT Racing Force Lanes Bob for being at the very back of his class. And look how he has grown, ladies and gentlemen. Look how he has risen to the occasion. This man understands what endurance racing is about. It's not about going hot and heavy all at the very beginning. You cannot last. Your stamina levels will drop. You will have to rest. So the Bob starting to close in on the Rooster. Rooster 35.9 last time around. The Bob at 35.9, matching each other. Same fuel, same tyre wear. Race on. Deviant. What could have been is what's on his mind, and he's got to forget about that. It's over, Johnny. Don't give it a second thought. Concentrate on the now. Like Yoda would say. Use the Force. Because you can't dwell. If you was in the lead, but you're not now. So let's not worry about that. Let's concentrate on the now. The now is you're 7 seconds behind Bob and you need to make up some ground. Thunder. Oh, Beaks is having a pit stop. So Thunder now gapping himself out. And the Beaks is... oh, but Thunder's on those hard tyres, isn't he? So... It says Beaks, could he land? Oh no, he's nearly a minute behind. The Beaks has been absolutely super consistent all the way through this, and only really been a second or so off of the pace, which I think is down to fuel saving. And he's quite far behind the Thunder, and the Thunder is halfway through a tank, so it's still yet to be seen. But I don't think this this strategy works. But again, it's track dependent, isn't it? And Daytona isn't really a track to fuel save at. With the straights, you really need that throttle. You lose too much. So Mbeeks, though, he's given it a go. He has tried it. Juice still ahead of the Reckless, but the Fast and the Reckless is coming in strong. Oh, and Juice has been distracted. The Juice has been distracted by the lump car coming through. And now Reckless is really in the zone. He is in the tow zone. He is feeling extra horsepower. No resistance, ladies and gentlemen. Zero wind resistance as he closes in on the sister Huracan. Another LMP car comes through. And MJ at the moment 20 seconds adrift of the battling cars, Lambos ahead, the dueling Lambos. And he's got his hands full with a very, very fast Lexus coming in on the attack and on a different strategy as well. But MJ has done away with the hard tyres. He's used the hard tyres. Autosport's used the hard tyres. Reckless, I don't think has. And the Juice is on him now. There you go. All is explained. Reckless is closing in through tyre choice. Yes, because I remember saying, oh no, it was about Thunder, wasn't it? When Thunder's not even meant to be on the hard tyre. He confused me. But yeah, like I think Reckless, he'd probably be best to save those hards until the very, very end and try and do his little laps as Reckless there sends it hard up and into the lead. Does the Reckless go? Remember back then when he used to mow lawns? Now he's leading. There you go. Boom. Put that one in your pipe and you smoke that bad boy, okay? The Juice, though, isn't giving up on the lead. He still feels like it. He's got the feeling. He wants it. It's not to happen, though, is it? Because the Reckless is through. A couple of corners will help very nicely with the extra grip that the medium should be giving Reckless. But the Juice is hard on his tail. And now he'll be picking up that lovely little air resistance feeling he gets from me. He's opted not to. I think he's gone early there, ladies and gents. He's still getting a bit of a... He's going for a side toe. And Reckless then into the chicane. Ahead of the pink Lambo. And OJ. The Juice has to find a way by, surely. In the tow again. And the Juice now having a sniff and a whiff at some clear air. Up the side, it's Lambo on Lambo action, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of Italian hot fizzle for your schnizzles. And OJ then no grip into the first corner, but he's given it his all around the outside. And does it work? OJ then, what's going on? Why has a line just appeared underneath Deviant? Oh, I don't know, maybe it was always there. So Reckless did stay ahead. But OJ, give it some. The Juice really gave it some balls there. Autosport gets himself ahead of MJ now. MJ, lighter car, more used tyres. And the Lexus absolutely firing on all cylinders. Rooster leads by 2.8 seconds of the lumps with Bob in chase. 8 seconds behind. He's lost another second on the leaders. Is Deviant in third. Ahead of the Thunder, who was keeping close, but those hard tyres have absolutely screwed his race into another dimension. And Beeks, his strategy, I just don't think it was the right strategy, the right call on strategy here. I get it, you've done less pit stops, or you will do less pit stops than them, but I think you've lost just a little too much down the straights, if I was honest. 2.6 seconds
differentiates the Rooster and the Bob. Reckless at the moment leads, with the Juice getting penalised, but he's on the hard tyres, and I don't think Reckless is yet to use those hard tyres. Reckless still to use the hard tyres as the Juice pays the piper, and Autosport gets ever closer, always a threat. We're only an hour and 12 minutes into the race, ladies and gentlemen. There is still plenty of racing to be had yet. MJ in 9th. Well, not 9th, he's in 4th. 4th, sorry. MJ 8 tenths behind the Lexus, fancies a piece. Fancies a bit of the Sport. 48.6 from Sport last time around. 48.1 from MJ. He's opening up the Supra, ladies and gentlemen. He's turning the Toyota on. He's gone full pelt. And the Sport better run and hide, because MJ is on his way. Reckless at the moment, building up a lovely little buffer from the Juice as they come to their next pit stops, but he needs a bigger buffer than that, as we saw with the Juice falling back and into the prey, losing around about 48, mid to late 48s is our boy Reckless getting. The Juice is, Jesus, it's all over the place, isn't it, really? Sometimes mid 49s, sometimes mid 50s. Last one was a mid 51, well, early-ish 51, so early to mid, if I may. So, yeah, he had that penalty as well, do not forget. So the Juice, yeah, the hard tyre, a huge deficit here. The Sport 8 tenths ahead of MJ. MJ absolutely sending it into the other universe, as we have some of the lumps coming up towards MJ. I don't know which one, though. He was getting the blue flags out. But at the moment, MJ, who is it? Oh, it's Beeks. Beeks. Coming up and across. And Beeks at the moment concurrently just about to start lap 46 as MJ starts lap 41. So it's still not... Ooh, now Beeks has found himself in a bit of trouble with the crowd. He's found himself having to hustle a little bit here and struggling to get past the Sport, but yes, better aero package and faster engine should get him out there, but a Sport actually coming back out. Where am I going? I want 8, sorry, that's where I'm going wrong. I thought the Sport was coming back at Beeks then. Oh, maybe I should look down at the keyboard once in a while. I need a keyboard with dimples on it, like a 1 dimple, a 2 dimple, a 3 dimples, 4 dimples, 5 dimples, and so on. I can't believe I got to 5 without just saying they all need the amount of dimples that they are on them. So Beeks, 57 seconds, drift of the Thunder. So the Rooster, 3.7 seconds as the sun arrives. And we are back on another day. Morning has broken like the first. They used to make me sing that at school, and I cannot remember that line now. Wow. I thought it was indoctrinated in my head. So the Rooster out there in the lead, 3.9 seconds. Bob flying. Not flying fast enough, though, for the Roo, because the Roo is owning it. He's half a tank on with the Roo, or with Bob also half a tank. A little less than the Rooster, but not enough to go round again, I don't think. Deviant, 8.5 seconds and more fuel used. And the sun looking glorious on these cars as it rises. And Thunder, been a naughty boy. He's got 15-second deficit on Deviant at the moment. And his race is starting to unravel, ladies and gentlemen. Is it the length? Is it the stamina? What could the issue be? Oh, it's the hard tyres, I forgot. Beeks then, 58 seconds behind. He's not been able to close in on the Thunder, but I think he's still going with that fuel save. He's still sticking to his strategy, and good fair play to him as well. Reckless getting low on fuel. He's getting closer to having to use those hard tyres. The juice is low. He's going to be getting rid of those hard tyres, and I'm sure he's going to be very pleased about that. He will feel somewhat more competitive. Well, in future though, they know maybe to half stint the hard tyres. It's a big loss. It's a big loss on the hards. Autosport did very well just doing 2 laps on the hards, and he's been on the mediums ever since. It's cost him a pit stop, but he's up into 3rd place. He's 13 seconds behind the guys ahead of him, and he's got half a tank of fuel. So yeah, he could still play a part in the top well, he's 3rd currently. And MJ, oh, very close, but he's got Deviant coming through to put a lap on him. Now MJ trying to make a move there on the Sport. Brave as they were getting lapped by Deviant. And MJ still harassing and haranguing our boy Sport at the moment. He wants to get by around the outside. He wants to go by in style, doesn't he? Eh? So MJ in 8th. Good golly gosh, we've still got 40 minutes and it's nearly 2 hours into this stream. This is lengthy, ladies and gentlemen. So Reckless leads 21 seconds from the Sport. Hey, up where we've lost the Juice. Oh, he's pitted. The Juice is pitted. He's put on the medium tyres now, and he'll be glad to see the back of the hards, and that promotes Autosport up into 2nd there with MJ on the podium. And Autosport's still got a while till his pit stop, but MJ, he's going to be in a next few laps looking to make his. Reckless is low. He's going to have to make his stop. And again, I think there's another pit stop in those GT3s for sure. Maybe 2, possibly. So I think he's saving those hard tyres. I think he's going to try and keep going deeper and deeper and deeper into these these stints, and just try and do as short a stint at the very end, just with the hard tyres on. I mean, these other guys, they're having to guess. Well, I suppose they know how long a fuel tank lasts for, I suppose. Autosport then has lost that position to MJ. MJ flying, but also ready for a pit stop, as is Reckless. Reckless still continuing around. The Rooster leads by 3.4 seconds on the Bob, but the Bob is pulling out the stops now, starting to get the car in motion by getting the fastest lap. That must mean there's some heat returning to the track, ladies and gents, as the sun comes out. And yes, the Bob finding his feet and starting to hunt down the Rooster. The Rooster at 35.7 last time around, and that is over half a second slower at this point than the Bob. Deviant in 3rd, some 12 seconds. I think we're getting some tired drivers out there. I think the endurance of it all is starting to wear on these guys. They've got to get themselves down the gym, get themselves match fit. Reckless then, at the moment, 21 seconds on Autosport. Is Autosport pitted? No, I thought he was closer than that. So Reckless then, and MJ, but Autosport has got himself back ahead of the MJ. They're 20 seconds ahead. Here comes Reckless then, into the pits. And OJ Racing, is he okay? Is he going slow? He's got his hazards on. The Juice. He was done an outlap, we'll see. We'll see come the end of this, but he's got his, oh, they're off now. Silly sausage. And the Juice in the chat saying, clean air, finally, let's get some laps in. Lit. Yeah, start cooking, Juice. You got a race to win. So Reckless and MJ both in the pits. As the Juice brings the noise across the line, he comes. No, he wasn't going any slower. Oh, Reckless is out. Reckless is out. No. Blew me. Oh, he's short filled. Reckless, you dog. You goddamn dog, you. He's gone hard tyres, ladies and gentlemen, but he has low fueled. He is trying to keep the car light. He is thinking fast, and Juice, is that going to confuse him? Is he going to think, what? But you are on the mediums. You are 2 seconds a lap faster. By my calculations, you should catch him within 5 laps. Count them, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 45. Let's see if the Juice is on his tail by lap 50. It's a tall order. It is a tall order, because I don't think it is quite 2 seconds. I think they're like 1.5 seconds slower. But we'll see. It gives Juice to look for, as something to push for. We've got the Rooster coming across the first lump car. And yeah, he's come across the Beaks there in 5th place. And I imagine the Beaks will just get out of the way. What's well, although Lump might like, I mean, Tommy Roo might like him there. Give him a tow. No tow here, and the Rooster is through, but it's 2 seconds now. And Bob is just going faster and faster at this point in the race. He is coming to destroy. He is coming to annihilate. He is coming to crush your soul, Roo. He wants to make you cry, is what he wants. In the chat then, Rob saying, hi, I'm Ed Winchester. Oh, I don't get the reference, I'm sure of it. Ed Winchester? Ed Winchester? Edwin. The Rooster. 2 seconds with the Bob. 14 seconds ahead of Deviant. Deviant losing a lot of time. Oh, is it? Oh, man. I remember Scorchio. It was a long time ago. Many things have been consumed. Some legal, some not so legal. I had a bit of a poppers thing for a while in my 20s. That may have caused a bit of damage. In my 15s, I like to breathe something out of rag. That, I think, killed a lot of brain cells. There's a lot of things gone wrong. Lots of bad choices been made. But 80s children, you know what I'm saying? 80s children, we weren't watched. There was no supervision for us. We learn as we went along. You either learn off of good people, you learn off of bad people. Mostly bad people, especially on council estates. So, yes. I'll YouTube it. I will YouTube it, Vodka Rob, to get it. Vodka Rob saying that was all he ever said. It was like a US newsreader out in the field. I remember someone out in the field. Was he the tall bloke who was like, he used to, yeah, I will. I think I remember. I will check it on YouTube. Rooster out there at the moment, 1.9 seconds. Bob is closing in, you know. Rooster, he should be getting nervous. He should be getting concerned. Although the Bob is less fuel. Excuse me. Rooster is only minimal. It's virtually worth not mentioning. But Rooster does have a little more fuel than AT Racing Ford Flames Bob. Golf. What else? We're going to add something else to his name. Anything in the room, I'm going to just add to Bob's name. There's not many things I've got around me. What's that? There's some sort of cat medicine, I think. Yeah, we're going to do that as well. Why not? Why the goddamn not, eh? And I'm going to start emptying cupboards out on a Saturday evening, so I've got more products to add to AT Racing Ford Flames Bob Bravecto. The Rooster. 2 seconds and the Thunder in. Take them hard tyres off, boy. You don't need them. He might have, like I said, he might have got flustered in his pit stop, pressed the wrong button. You never do know. You don't never not know. You don't never not know. See? So let's not judge. The Beaks coming around. Autosport now leading this race. Reckless ahead of the Juice. Oh yes. Did we say it's 2 laps? He's still got 2 laps. And the Juice is only 2 seconds behind him. The Juice has been busy, ladies and gentlemen. The Juice has been cooking. He's got something bubbling on the stove, ladies and gentlemen. And Reckless on those hard... Oh no, Reckless has dumped it. He's got damage. Did he hit the invisible wall? We'll never know. Yeah, oh, not yeah, but oh no. For Reckless. That's not good for us though, you see. There is no joy in that because the Juice and Reckless were having such an happy battle. I was just happy to be here, witnessing it. And now it's been ruined. Bloody turn your full damage off. It doesn't work. I mean, I am reborn GT7 lover, but there is some certain things. BOP does not work. Single car makes, unfortunately, is the way forward unless you want to do extensive testing and add your own restrictor and you want to work out your own BOP. Do not trust the BOP of GT7. They are lazy and they don't bother getting it right. So but single make is probably the best way because look what we got going on up here. This is cracking. 2.7 rated seconds. I don't know what happened to Deviant. I think he just got a little tired. Deviant though getting ready for a pit stop. So is the Rooster, and Bob did make that fuel tank last. How did he make that fuel tank last? I do not know. Deviant ready for a pit stop, but there is a bit of a race up here. And the Lambos are getting a good race in. Down here, not now, because Reckless's car is wrecked. So robbed of a race, ladies and gentlemen, through a bit of damage. But we've had let's not count it out. There's still 30 minutes, and let's take something from the sport here. Remember, he damaged his car, and look at him at the moment. He's in the lead. So let us not judge. Let us not judge so far. But the Juice then coming in to direct action with the Reckless. And he's leaving the Fast and the Reckless behind now, ladies and gentlemen, as he moves on in his life. And he's got bigger fish to fry, and they're called Autosport, who needs a pit stop. The Rooster now 3.3 seconds he's gained out of that pit stop, and I think that's because the Bob had to do some serious lift and coasting on that final lap before he made his pit stop. I think he pushed it for that one extra lap because he wants to be on par with Rue. Deviant, he also made that pit stop. It's 15 seconds. It's nothing. It's a spin. It's a spin. It's a wee spin. It's 15 seconds. So Deviant, still an opportunity could be there. Thunder back on the right tyre again. Naughty boy. Don't disqualify him. He did it to himself. I don't think he gained anything out of it. I don't think a disqualification is worth doing. Just a strong word. Although Beaks, he thinks a disqualification is in order. Autosport is into the pits. 20 seconds on the Juice, who is leaving Reckless behind. And Reckless, what's he going to do? He's already picked up a penalty as well. He's carrying on with the damage. And that is, it's just, I don't know. Gives MJ an opportunity, I suppose. The Sport, will he be out? The MJ and Sport were having a huge fight. And but MJ into the pits a lot earlier than Sport. Sport is going to try and fill it. He's going to chicken fill it, ladies and gentlemen. Can that take him to the end? It could possibly. Could possibly. So now we're coming up to 30 minutes to the end of the race. And there are all sorts of questions to be asked. Whose fuel tank is looking good? Whose isn't? Reckless.
You could have come in, filled up, medium tyres, get to the end. Sorry, but, well, yeah, these guys have been getting 30 minutes out of their car. Ooh, watch out for the lump coming up your inside. That's Bob. He's serious. He's serious. He's chasing down the route. I think these guys might be running to the end. Deviant as well. He's still not out of the game. Don't count him out just yet. Thunder. You know, I'm just guessing. I was trying to keep an eye on the fuel, and Beaks still with the stop to make. So maybe a tank's still not enough to get to the end, but you would think it is. I'm sure they got half an hour in before we started pitting. I didn't think it was ridiculously early because I thought it was going to be about 20 minutes. Now it might be 20 minutes for these guys though. It might be 20 minutes. That might not be enough for the sport to get to the end. And MJ, how is MJ 42 seconds? Didn't he just pit? MJ and him were fighting. What's happened to MJ? See your pit stop. 49, 50, 58's a tough one. Yeah, I suppose a 58 and a 56, where he's been doing 48s before that. So something not right with the MJ. He's not comfortable with something in that car. It's still not 54 seconds on. Oh, Reckless is in the pit. Sorry. Oh, Reckless is. Oh no, Reckless is. Oh yeah, of course, Reckless has banged something, hasn't he? So yeah, Reckless. He's taking the hit. He's coming in. He's fixing the damage and filling that bad boy up to go to the end. The Juice then, does he? No, Juice has only got half a tank. I don't think these GT3 cars can go to the end then. Autosport may be able to get to the end, is what I'm saying. But yeah, the other guys, they've all got a pit stop still. So Reckless, it's not done. It's not looking great, especially as he's 26 seconds behind Autosport. How much time did you lose, bud? You shouldn't be behind Autosport, surely. Wow. There's some strange things happen down in the GT3s. They just seem to have really lost time to each other. Autosport is having a phenomenal one. But he was racing MJ for a while there. And then MJ had to make his pit stop, and Autosport carried on. It was Autosport who started on the hards as well. So oh yeah, of course, we knew that. And I think it was the BMW driver. The Rooster then. 1 second from the Bob. The Bob is coming in. He's coming in hot and he's coming in fast. And Tommy Roo at the moment leading and has led for a while. But this is his MO, isn't it? It is AT Racing, Forge Flames, Bob, Brevecto, Tesco Mild Salsa. It's what he's about, isn't he? He's about coming from behind. That's what he does. That's how he likes to attack, like a ninja. You don't see him coming. And in the chat, Throb saying, I just scrolled onto a Suits Use clip and it was on there as well. Okay, I'll check it out later in the row. Throb also saying, every time I hear Bob, I think of Blackadder. Yeah, I get that Blackadder vibe, but I can't remember why or when. I'm going to have to write Blackadder and Bob. Because I even say it like I remember it from it, like Bob. And Throb saying, I just nearly ended up with a toasted phone. I put it on the top of the toaster while I was making a cuppa and it fell in. My word, be careful about that. And the Juice saying, the Sport may get me if he can go to the end. Ooh, this is tight. Yeah, this is tight. But it's really bizarre, isn't it? Because he was down with the MJ. MJ's back in the pits. Oh, MJ has sent it so hard. It has broken. He broke it. It's broken. So Reckless then, 28 seconds behind the Sport. The Sport has a penalty. He's a very naughty boy. And he is only 17 seconds behind the Juice. And the Juice has had his name all over this race for a majority of it. It looked shaky when he put the hard tyre on.
because the Reckless had come it's like the old E days where he smacked him round the side of the face with his glove and said, I challenge you, sir, to a duel. So they duelled, and Reckless took the lead. But then Reckless also had to put the hard tyre on, so the juice came back, but Reckless broke his car. And that is the story of the lead of this race. Meanwhile, Autosport busted his car on lap 1, had to pit, but only did 1 lap on the hard tyres because of that. And now he could be running to the end of this race with the juice needing to make a pit stop before we see the checkered flag. So the sport may have done the biggest turnaround here. We will have to keep an eye on this situation. MJ with the damage, falling further behind. And Tommy Rue now only 2 tenths ahead of the Bob, and the Bob is strong. Deviant, 21 seconds adrift of those guys now, but he's got a 25-second buffer on Thunder. And Deviant, yeah, I'm just not sure what happened to Deviant. I don't know if it is length. The length was too much for him, or if he's had some sort of issue. Oh, lap 56 was not pretty, was it? It was a 52. No, there were pit stops. 58 and a 52. See, he's had nice and consistent lap times. There's a 38 there, but he's not lost 13 seconds. Oh, he's even gained some back, in all fairness to him, because he was about 14 seconds. Why are these guys seeming slow? He seems to be... The Roo, what the hell? The Bob overtook him. He was very close. Oh, I honestly don't know what's gone on there, but yeah, the Rooster, he's got no damage, but he has fallen quite far back from the battle. So Bob now 9 seconds in the lead with 20 minutes showing on the clock. The Rooster has fallen. He's had a boo-boo somewhere. He's dropped nearly 10 seconds. There you go, a 45, when he usually does a 35. Isn't it ironic? Whoa. So Bob then, happy days. He's doing the dance of the race win at the moment. Deviant though, yeah, that's why he was only 11 south, or Deviant suddenly closing in. But no, it's the Rooster. Has had a moment, has had a shaky lap. And Bob then, who does not have shaky laps, doesn't believe in them, is moving on up, moving on out, moving on something. Yeah. Thunder then in 4th, with the Beaks in 5th. We've got this racing down here, the Juice. The Juice is loose about this hoose, and he is on his way. With Autosport 16 seconds behind him, but we suspect, we suspect he may not have to pit again. Reckless having to go in earlier than he would have liked to fix some damage. And now what? I mean, he's racing the Juice, but the Juice, he didn't have damage, and he didn't do as short a stint on his hards. And it may pay dividends, but it's not looking great. And MJ, we saw, he almost broke every part of that Toyota. We don't know how, where, or when. We just know he did. But deny till you die, that's what I say, MJ. Say it didn't happen. And Vodka Rob. Vodka Rob saying Bob was always a girl in disguise. So it wasn't the episode where he was like going to replace Baldrick with her, but she was dressed as a dude, and then he found out that they were falling in love, and he thought he started worrying he was gay or something. I think that's the one. I think it's coming back to me now.
can't get away with it today. Although that was set in the 1800s, so technically... Oh, MJ sending it again. He loves that chicane. Oh, and Bob doing something similar. What's going on out there? Has someone had an oil spill? Luckily for him, the Rooster already slipping back some way from the Bob. The Bob only has to keep it on the road now. And the Juice saying almost just binned the race. Don't do that, sir. And Rob saying it was in goes fourth. Oh, is that the one? See, yeah, it's still in the 40s, you know, easier time. You could get away with that sort of stuff. Was it World War One? No, it's World War One. It would have been the 20s, wouldn't it? Because they went over the top at the end. I don't think they did that in World War Two. Did they go over the top? They did. They did go over the top in World War Two. Do you know what? Fourth. You think I'd know? I always thought it was World War Two, but now I'm thinking at the end they go over the top. But I thought they didn't do that in World War Two. But they had trenches. There was a trench war, wasn't they? So they must have thought we were more civilised by then. For heaven's sake. World War One, yeah. See, I'm not bad. I'm just not fast. That's why I don't race. So Bob then 10 seconds on the Rooster. Deviant there 10 seconds behind the Rooster. Thunder 27 seconds adrift of Deviant. And Beaks nearly a minute off of those guys. The Juice has picked up a penalty. He's 16 minutes away. Well, he's 16 minutes away from the flag, but he's only milliseconds away from a pit stop. Who we don't think Sport is is tight. It is tight. On paper, in theory, he should get to the end of the race, but he may find it's a very low tank when he gets there. So the Juice is in, and the Sport then, ladies and gentlemen, has done the turnaround of turnarounds. Turn around, turn around, bright eyes, but I need you more than I haven't done before. Nothing gonna turn now. So, Autosport, what a turnaround, eh? Up and down, turn around, round, about and over again. Up, down, son of a gun, you are the only one that makes any difference. What I say. There's more. Don't turn around, but you'll see my heart breaking. Just walk away, I don't want to see me crying. Right, that's it, I'm done. What a turnaround is all I'm saying from the Sport. From breaking the car on lap 1 into the pits he goes, to the back, the very back with space, and now look at him leading the GT3s. What a guy, what a driver. The Juice back out, he's 9 seconds ahead of Reckless. That is something. But little did the Juice felt it was in the bag, I'm sure. Oh, and now he's pushing too hard. Do not push too hard. Sports tyres are tidy. He's got half a tank of fuel left, and there's 14 minutes on the clock. Do not push too hard, my friend, because you've got Reckless. He's on half a tank of fuel, and he's coming to get you. MJ, it was a good race. I don't know what happened to him. I mean, we saw him with all the red flashes, but even before all the red flashes, he was fighting the Sport. He could be where the Sport is now. He's on a different strategy, so that was a totally redundant thing to say. But you get what I'm saying. He was there racing with the Sport. Bob 12 seconds ahead of the Rooster. The Rooster being caught by Deviant. He's woke up, ladies and gentlemen. He fancies that second place. And the Rooster seems a little deflated, defeated, and
defecated on by the Bob. And Thunder at the moment 30 seconds adrift. He was in this fight, but this fight, I don't know, I don't want to say that he didn't have the stamina in him, but again, another one that didn't seem to do anything but just sort of slip back slightly. Autosport at the moment, 23 seconds again ahead of the Juice, and the Juice is in trouble. He's not in trouble, let's not panic yet, but Reckless does seem to have an urgency about him, and he does seem to have this feeling of second place in this race. MJ into the pits, more damage for the Supra. It's a brittle car, is that Toyota? I tell you, doesn't take much to stuff that one up. Sport is a rocket, says the Juice. He is today. He is today. The Lexus Sport Combo, it is his favourite car, and he's always happy to pilot it, and today he has piloted it with precision and panache. It's been beautiful to see. The Juice, he's got to concern himself now. The lead is gone. The same thing that I said to Deviant, it applies. Live in the now. Do what you can now. Do not worry about what was or what will be. Be a Jedi. And Reckless there, 6.5 seconds, and this is the reality of the now for the Juice. Is he still trying to warm his tyres up? He's still trying to get up to speed. He's going to be still trying to work out how the Sport did what the Sport did. But that is something for later. Race for the now. Concern yourself now. You are faster than the Reckless. But if you're distracted... Oh, there's a yellow flag out there. Who do we find for a yellow flag? Nobody. Nobody owning the yellow flag. Somebody's owning the yellow flag. MJ is. So Reckless then coming through. So the Juice then getting into the mindset. And 10 minutes to go. Still all to race for, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing is done. He's got to race because Reckless is on a mission. Reckless is absolutely flying at the moment. The Juice carrying a little more fuel than Reckless, a little lighter. Lambo set in chase. The Sports absolutely laughing in his helmet. Can't believe the way this race has run out for him. It has fallen just nicely. Thunder into the pits. He does have a quarter of a tank now. Those around him have all similar fuel. With only 10 minutes to go, that is very surprising. I think he's got enough fuel to get to the end. I don't know what the pit stop is. He has a lot of time though. He does have a minute, in all fairness, to the guy behind. So maybe he just wants a nice fresh set of tyres to get to the end. Who knows? We'll keep an eye. We'll come back. No, he just wanted to say hello to his pit crew. Just say, hi guys, how are you? Hope all is well. Just why? That was bizarre. Not even a time for a pee-pee. Oh, Juice, concentrate on your race, not on my stream, my friend. He's telling me that the yellows were for MJ. I'll get there eventually, don't you worry about me. You worry about you. You've got Reckless coming in very fast, 5 seconds behind you. And 2 seconds, well, 1.2 seconds faster. Vodka saying, have you seen the time trial this week? I haven't done it myself, but I was told it's the Hellcat on comfort tyres at Little Oval. Yeah, I went on there today. I didn't do the Hellcat, but I did like the Super Formula at Suzuka combo. That always gets me going. I'm not fast, but man alive, in VR, I can't think of a happier place to be. Bombing around either Suzuka or Interlagos in an open-wheeled Formula car. It's just, it's a comfort to me. And yes, today I went for it, and I did okay. I apparently could have gone, I think, half a second or so faster by the Optimum, but I think the Optimum lies. Because there's mistakes sometimes in laps, and I think sometimes it counts your mistake. Like a late break, and you go over a sector, and it's like, I think Laguna Seca's got one of them. Really irritates me. You late break and stuff the corner up, but every time you go through, it's saying you're down. It messes with your optimum time because it thinks you should be faster than what you were, but you went off that time and you went uber fast around the area. So Reckless, 5.6 seconds up, getting distracted again. These guys are chasing the dream, but Autosport stole the dream. He's keeping the dream, and it's all his. What are you going to do about it, eh? Bob, at the moment, 16 seconds, and the Rooster. Whatever happened to the Rooster? He had just that lap. Actually, Deviant is looking very racy. I said Deviant's closing in on him, and Deviant really is closing in on him. Deviant's making a race for this in the last 6 minutes, but 7 minutes, should I say? But he is 3.5 seconds. My word, 2.5 hour stream. Maybe I do want to get paid for this. No, if it got monetized, I still stand by it. I did all that thinking, overthinking, and yeah, if I got monetized, I'd try and distribute the money back into the leagues. I don't know what they could do with it. I don't know, buy sim rigs, yeah. Like, you know, if it was silly money, just sort of like, just have prizes for races maybe, or something like that, I don't know. A little sort of, I honestly don't know, but I don't want it. Or do I? No, it's messy. I've just got out of being self-employed. I don't want to deal with accountants anymore. I'm sick of it. So Bob then leads this race, the Rooster. What could have been, he did have the Bob coming in hard and fast, and I don't know what he did, because there's no damage on his car, so he's done. He lost about 10 seconds all in one go on the Bob, so I think he had a small off, but didn't hit anything. Deviant 3.3 seconds behind. Is there anything to be done? Reckless 5.7 seconds behind the Juice, but the Juice on fresher tyres and feeling more confident on them. 49.0 for Reckless last time around, 48.9 from the Juice. There's nothing in it, absolutely nothing in it betwixt the two of them. And the Reckless is going to be so gutted for that damage. He really was in for a fight with that one. I don't think either of them were in with a fight with the Sport. I think he got the relegations, didn't he, last time round? And he's aiming to get himself back up and into the hot seat, back into with these group. Although, like I said, these guys are going to Project Motor Racing, because I know it's PMR, and I'm just always trying to think what the first one is. It's Project Motor Racing. So but they're going single series, so if he gets promoted, it just goes in a different table. He's going to find wins harder to come by. Like today, absolutely glorious. And the Juice, disappointment for the Juice. He's going to be saving this replay and analysing what go on, what went wrong for him, and how did he lose the time to the Sport. There is going to be a deep dive into this race for the Juice. The debrief is going to not be brief. It's going to be long. It's going to be the opposite of a brief. So Reckless there in 2.8 seconds, closing in even more as OJ throwing a bit of time away. The Juice, come on Juice, you're losing your mind. Bob 13 seconds. The Rooster is way ahead of the Deviant. Wasn't the Deviant closing in? Oh, Deviant sent it so hard that he's broken the front of his car. Unbelievable. Yeah, he lost a heck of a time last time around. Oh man, we were on them. That must have happened just as I pulled away. Unbelievable. So Thunder, there is, I think, is that still MJ? Is he still parked up? Oh, MJ, he's not having a good end of the race. He was really solid for a good part of this race, but it seems, I think he's got the tidies on. I think he's a little bit. 2 hours is a long time, man. This is your own making. This pain that you are feeling, this frustration you are feeling right now, MJ, you have brought it on yourself. He's just playing around. I think he's not doing it properly. He's just having fun. So Bob then 10 seconds ahead of the Rooster, and Deviant falling back. He's got damage as well, and the Thunder 45 seconds adrift. So Deviant, he can just bring this one home. We've only got 2 minutes left. Could be 2 laps though. 2 more laps left of this race. So this would be the white flag lap. And Thunder, he's 45 seconds adrift of the top 3. But he had that weird pit stop, and now he's got. Maybe he did. Maybe he knew that he needed just a splodging of fuel. Maybe he just quickly zipped enough fuel in there to get to the end. But that is tight on the fuel. But everyone's looking similar except for Deviant. He's carrying that damage, and Beeks is looking to unlap himself from Deviant. He's saying, come on, you're in the way. You've got no pace, no downforce in the corners. Thunder pushing hard. And then we've got the Sport here, coming up towards the line to start his final lap of this race, ladies and gentlemen. 24 seconds ahead of the Juice, who looked at one point in this race to have this in the bag. The Juice picks up a penalty as we go into the last minute of racing, and he can do without that with Reckless only 3 points. So the Juice is okay, ladies and gents, because Reckless also, he potted it up to a second. I'm pretty sure I saw 1 second before he went across the line. And that gives the Juice a little bit of a breather as Deviant comes through, and Deviant does not need to be, well, he's broken his car and he's not chasing Tommy Roo anymore. Tommy Roo is closing in on, Bobby's doing a bit of lift and coasting here at the end here. He's a little nervous about his fuel tank, and Tommy Roo 4.7 seconds behind, but the line is just around here. It's 6, and he might have to do another lap. He's slowing right down. No. Flags out. And the Bob takes... Oh, no, he's miles away. Sorry, he hasn't even got to the chicane yet. Oh, I'm telling you, that fuel is tight. The Rooster, 4.4 seconds. Bob's lift and coasting this one all the way to the line. Now he's onto the oval. Is anyone crossing the line? There is someone crossing the line. It's not MJ. It's him. It's the Thunder. He ran out of fuel, bless him. And the same could happen to the Bob here, but he's still 4.6 seconds ahead of the Rooster. And Bob takes the win here in the first race ahead of Rooster. A great, fine second place. Where's the Sport? The Sport then, winner of the GT2 category. GT3s, I suppose. And there you go, Autosport, what a great comeback. And where's Deviant? Deviant here, as well as Beeks. And the Juice coming through as well. And at one point, it looked like the Juice had this race tied up, but Autosport relentless in his pursuit. And Reckless then brings it home in 8th. I think he had to give up on the chase of the Juice in the end because of... the fuel tank. So let us bask in the glory, obviously, of AT Racing, Forge Flames, Bob, Brevecto, Tesco's Mild Salsa, Rizzler. What a race. What an absolute fantastic race he had. Let's have a... Oh, I want to save that just in case things get shut down. Thumbnail. No, I don't want that. I wanted results. Sorry, ladies and gents. So here we go. Here are the results for you after 2 hours of pure, unadulterated racing. I hope you are converted, ladies and gentlemen. We opened up. I am Reverend Thingamajig. It's coming from the side. It's coming from above. It's the spirit of racing. And today, ladies and gentlemen, at the chapel, we have witnessed it. Do you feel the power of the Senna? Right then, quick in the chat then, MJ saying, don't mind me, just the usual one mistake compounds into me forgetting how to drive. I can't understand how I end up like this. You got to race in the now, not in the past, not in the future. Just race in the now, my friend. Throb saying hats off to all of them. I couldn't concentrate for 2 hours. And Throb also saying, amen. Yeah, baby. It's all about the racing. So the Bob takes the win of the first round, but it could have been any of them. It really was that tight, ladies and gentlemen. The Rooster will want to come back at round 2 harder, faster, stronger, and he will want to get some big points. He'll be wanting to come back at least at the Bob. The calendar, ladies and gentlemen. So, for round 2, Road Atlanta. Oh my God, Road Atlanta in the lumps. Well, good luck to you guys. You bring your own demise on, MJ. I said it before. This is of your making. You are the master of your destiny, my friend. You. It's like they say when you go to hell, you choose your punishment. Are you sure? Check out the window. Is there flames? The Rooster in second. Wow, tight. Deviant in third. Thunder in the fourth. And Beaks in fifth. We had Autosport with the most amazing comeback ever. He turned it around. I sang every turnaround song I could think of in celebration of Autosport's drive in the Lexus in this race. And the Juice looked like he had it tied up in a neat little bow. But it did not, well, like I said, no one saw it coming. So the Juice he's going to be doing some debriefing. And Reckless was in the fight. Reckless was in the fight until he broke his car, unfortunately. Then MJ, like he said, everything was going hunky-dory until it wasn't. But, you know, MJ, he'll be back next week. He loves it. JC then is in 10th. Well, I hope they're going to be back. I'm really worried because they're really excited about PMR, and that's released on Tuesday or Wednesday. So they said they're going to do an 8-week season to see out GT7 as a goodbye, but I mean, they might be tempted by the dark side. The dark side may tempt them. We will have to see. My gosh, I don't think World Racing Communities ever ended the room before I finished the close down. It is late though. They're probably all a bit sleepy and want to go to snoozy poozies. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, that was round 1. I hope you enjoyed. And look forward to Road Atlanta next week. Next Saturday evening, live right from here, where you are right now. You can watch it again. You could watch it wherever you want to watch it. It's a beautiful thing now that everything is just mobile. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to the World Racing Community for letting me cover it. And thank you to the racers that just spent 2 hours grinding the hell out of that track. Bless you all. Tiru. Peace and love. Peace and love.